Today's topic is still Turbo 16 graphic CD, but it's a Japanese version that we are talking about today. Uh, it's also the same for Turbo Graphic CD. So if you have problem with Gamelist, like if you download the Motion Blue or the Hyper Pi track mode, the image, they're pretty awesome. I love it. I love to use it. But the one big complaint I have was that the game list right here that I have it open, the game list is fixed, meaning that the game uh, coming from the downs list where they use the hypergraphic, the hyperlink, they they have this program will help you rename it, and the maximum game in PCEngine-CD they only have 118 game, and there's a lot of game as you can see here. I have it open. The first games listed is this one, and I have added more game to my list, and they come with two file when you download it. Well, sometimes they come with a CD image and stuff with it, but the two that you need the most is these two. Now this file, the CUE, is pointing to the BIN. So if you look at my last video, part 4, 2 of 2, it explained to you how to rename it. So let's close out this game list. So you don't want to go in here and add this and type all this in yourself. It's time consuming. So today topic I'm going to show you is to how do we do this and how do we change the fixed game list. So right now for TurboGrafx CD it's only 46 or 48 game total that you could put in there for it to recognize it, and 118 for PCEngine-CD. You only could put 118 in here. Now, a lot of you will say, well, that's good enough, 118 game. But the problem is, if you like me who play TurboGrafx, Turbo PCEngine-CD game, you have purchased some of this game that you have, and that which I own, and it's not here on that game list. So I wanted to add more, and sometimes you have some hack game that you want to play and you want to add it to the list, but the problem is the list doesn't recognize it. You could put it in, you could rename it, call it Japan, parentheses exactly the same thing. Like this is the game that I'm talking about, that I have, that I own, but they don't have it in this game list. Okay, so here's my game list that I have go in one by one and rename it, edit the file, and like I say, if you haven't seen the video before this one, please go back and check the video 4, 2 of 2, and it will show you how to rename it. So this game that I have it's not over here. I mean, it's not in the 118 list. So all the one here that I have right now, see, this is the game that I have that's not in the 118. So what I did is I went and edited one by one and I move it over here. So now I have total. So let me sort by right now you look at it's 550, but I got a whole bunch of other stuff in here that is like the subfolder or the name, the folder and text file, and the game list is in there that I make double copy, and the 200 total is 269 game. So I'm gonna do type, and I'm gonna highlight all the game that ISO and some of the bin right here that will work, and those are all the game that I download one by one. Hey, you got a YouTube friend. Okay, so all this is total of how many total game I have. Let's check. Is 269 items selected. That's how many game I have. But my Topo 16 right now only have, I believe, 124. So I want to have 269 game. Now here's another catch. If you want Attrack Mode to work well, you have to go in and download the box art and the video snap, where you contain all the video in here. Okay, and you have to download the wheel. Otherwise the wheel doesn't look like Attrack Mode is supposed to be. It would be no pictures. So these three are the most important one. Let me highlight that. These three are the most important one. You have to go and search, Google search, and look for it, because in hyperspin.com they only have 118. So there's no more video, there's no more real box art that they have, that they provide for you, that you could download a pack. It's not there. And if you want to learn how to do that, check my video, I think part 3 of 3 of 3 and 2 of 3. It talk about how to do this, how to get those snap artwork and stuff. This video is just today is to show you how can you increase your game list so that you could have as much as you want. Like for example, if you don't really want to use the DOM program and you don't want to rename it, you want to keep it the way it is, the way you download it, you could keep it like that. You don't have to change it. You just make sure that this file is the same inside the wheel, inside the snap, and inside the box art. When I mean the same name is the physical name had to be here. Here the name had to be the same. The BIN, you don't change it. You just, here it would be PIN. So as you can see, I don't have that program here, the BMG file. And so you have to make sure the name is all the same. Let's pick one that like this. Avenge. Oh, that's A3. So A3 had to be in here. Another one. I pick one that's not there. Those are the new one that's not in this 118 game. Alright, let's do this one. Avenge. Advanced Available Geo. Sample this. I think I just recently downloaded that one. So you have to have it there. You have to have it here. See right there, I got it right there. Alright, had to be the same name. Same thing with the wheel. It have to be exactly the same name. Okay? Otherwise it will not find it, it will not work. Alright. So the downside is you will have to, all the one that you download, you have to get all the artwork. So what I did is I went to this directory. Right now this is a physical hard drive, the 1 terabyte that I have listed, that is sell for $59, and with shipping is free. Tax is roughly close to $64 total to buy one of this. It's cheaper than 1 terabyte is cheaper than buying a 256 micro SD card, and those micro SD cards not really a true good brand. I mean, they're okay. They're so some. I don't recommend buy SD mic which is that high. They're not very stable at this time. Maybe in the future, but right now it's not worth it. Might as well get a hard drive. Okay, so this is a physical hard drive, 1 terabyte Western Digit. It's made for Rasberry Pi. Alright, go back to the game list. So what I did is I go to File, and I go to Directory. Okay, I mean File and Run command. And I want to list all the games, so you could type dir, all the game, start with CUE. Okay, I want you to put it all in a file called 145 game. called CUE.text. Okay, and that will put all the game in here. Now you want to put a /w. That's important that you do that. If you don't, it will give you a whole bunch of, let me show you. This is what it looks like if you don't put a /w. Okay. Oop, I'm in the wheel directory. Move one back. I'm glad I checked. Okay, you get a whole bunch of this. Okay, you don't want this date time information, so you want to do a /w. Okay, that just gives you all the file name. Okay, and then the total. Okay, 269 file. So this is how you could get your game list